I welcome you all to this yummy wild feminine yoga practice, where we reconnect to our feminine energy in reclaiming our confidence, creativity, and power from within. The female body is deeply intertwined with the rhythms of the moon, our cycles in sync with the tide's shifts, changing and shifting in each phase. Through asanas that symbolize the four elements of water, fire, air, and earth, we honor our four seasons. Through free flow in dance, our root becomes a vibrant place from where we radiate and create in confidence. From the center of our being, we call upon the energy of the universe in order to let go of ego, shame, and limitations, and to step fully into our wild feminine potential. We begin seated on the back of your mat. The best pelvic placement as woman is only a light pelvic tilt forward, either in easy seat or kneeling position. Align your heart and pelvic bowl in a straight and proud seat. Feel the connection between these two places. You can also place one hand on your heart and one hand on the front of your pelvic bowl. It is said that a woman has two hearts because of the heart-like energy of her womb. The pelvis is our root for all female creations, the core of our wild energy. Let these two places align with one another in silence or with a blessing such as, "I am a divine creation of the universe." We start with the fire breath to waken up the wildness in us. What we do here is breathing deeply and inhale fully. The exhale is sharp and short through the nose, while the inhale comes naturally. With every exhale, we contract the abs to build up the fire energy. It goes like this. Inhale deeply, exhale fully, inhale again, and we go. Inhale deeply, exhale fully. We do the fire breathing one more round. Come back to deep breathing. Move your wrists and your upper body. Then we start moving with the air. Come more and more into spinal waves, shifting and changing from one side to the other, to the front and back. Stay with your deep breath as it guides you through this movement. With every inhale, open up your heart space, open to the front, give space for anything to receive. And then we go into yummy spinal movements, to waking up the spine, to feel sexy here already, to reconnect with that energy within. Just move however you feel confident and comfortable. In between, shake it off. Shake everything off that no longer serves you. Keep on moving however you feel like. Maybe you want to drop your hips to the side, not only moving your spine. Maybe you want to open your knees wider to have more space in there. Now we want to sit in a kneeling position, having the knees and the feet in one line. With your right hand, you grab your right heel and see how far you can shift your hip to the front. We go in a variation of the camel, in the half camel. Push your hip forward, and if this is too much in your back, place your right hand on the lower back to support it. Otherwise, stay here, open up your heart chakra to the sky. Exhale, we change sides. Grab your left heel or your lower back, open up. And slowly exhale, come back down again. We leave our knees mat wide apart to ground ourselves in between the space. We become heavy, like a seed on the soil. We hold a lot of emotions, stuck energy in our hips. Now I want you to imagine you move like water, like a wave, rounding the spine, coming forward, bending your knee and lifting up your heart space. With the next exhale, we slowly bring ourselves back, round our backs and sit back in that space between the knees. Just flow here. From child's pose, we come a bit up with our hands, and then we move our shoulders from one side to the other. The toes stay together and the knees keep on being mat wide apart. What we do here is we bring the soles of our feet together while the soles of the feet stay together. You can use a block in front of you or just try to balance here while our knees are lifted up from the mat. We create kind of like a diamond shape here. As soon as you find balance in this seat, try to lift up your arms, intertwine your arms and bring the palms of your hands together. Drop your knees down again on the mat, and then we just move the spine a little bit here. Inhale, opening up, exhale, closing down. And then sit back quickly in your child's pose position. From here, we're going in the flow, we come back up, then we drop our hips down, we lift the knees up from the mat as we go into upward facing dog. Then drop your knees down and sit back again. For the Malasana squat, we bring the feet mat wide apart. and sit between the feet, between the hips. It's a great hip opening here. And by moving from side to side, we can open up the hips even more, which feels really yummy. Bring the palms together and feel that power that is created here between your hands. The power lies within your hand. Then we twist from the belly button and open up to one side while our arms are extended. Now we go back into the free flow, into free movement. So you just move however you feel like. Dance, bring your tongue out, scream. I was screaming at the wind, howling like a wolf. Just let that wild feminine energy out here. Just rage, just go crazy, just go in your most empowered self. From here, come onto your hands and knees. And again, move your body however you feel comfortable and confident. Whatever element you feel connected to right now, move like it. Imagine you move like a flame, like a wave, or you can do really small movements if you feel like more grounding yourself. Whatever it is, let it out, move here, stay with your breath. Connect to your womb, to your pelvis. How does it feel like here? Connect to that core energy, anywhere in your body where you can feel this energy flowing. Now tuck your toes, shift your weight back into a wide-legged downward facing dog. From here, take that second to bring your upper body more down towards your mat. And then slowly and steady, you walk to the back of your mat with your hands so that you come in a wide-legged forward fold. And then slowly roll yourself up into standing. As soon as you stand here, we want to release any energy again that doesn't serve you anymore. Shake it off, jump and bounce. You can scream, you can tap your body to become more awake, more aware, with no limitations on how to move, how it feels like. Let go of the ego here and just release that energy. From here we go into yummy spinal movements, like ocean waves in our spine. For that we're gonna stand tall, inhale, and then we bend our knees, bend our arms, and go into an Utkatasana variation of the chair posture. With the exhale, you bring the arms forward, palms together, then you lift up again. This isn't so much about right and wrong, it's just the guidance how to move here. So whatever spinal movement feels good on your body, just do that. Whatever season in your cycle you're in, spring, summer, fall, or winter, move whatever you feel my body wants to express right now. In these movements, I want you to really let go of any limitations like ego or shame. When we reclaim this wild feminine energy within us, we can heal ourselves in many spectrums of our lives. We can become more confident in our being. We don't suppress our energies that we feel in order to serve other people outside of our being. We serve ourselves in order to heal and to liberate ourselves. Whatever movement you just did, bring your feet mat wide apart, come a bit down in the squat, and then bring your shoulders to the opposite knee. Come back into standing, and now we move the pelvis in circles. We want to pay attention here on our pelvic bowl. Step to the back of the mat, bring your knees and feet together. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, sit into your chair position. Here we want to have a strong core, so slightly tilt your pelvis forward. Use your pelvic muscle to support your lower back and sit here. Feel that fire energy building up while you stand here in Utkatasana. Let go here, place your hands onto the mat, and then slowly walk back into your downward facing dog. From here we connect the element of air with the element of water, the movement again. With your inhale, you roll forward like a wave, and with your exhale, you go back. Imagine yourself being the ebb and flow. Bring your knees down on the mat, tuck your toes and sit back onto your heels. Reach your arms up, interlace your arms again and bring the palms of the hands together. From here you place the left foot on the mat and then just move your upper body however you feel like. Tune in with the movement. This is the perfect posture to really feel like a goddess. Bring the left knee down to your right knee and then open up again and change sides. Let your knees touch each other again. Come out of that posture and sit in your wide-legged child's pose. Roll yourself up and then press yourself back into downward facing dog. From here, lift your right leg all the way up to the sky. And then, if it's in your practice, stack the hips on top of each other and place the right foot behind you so you come into your wild thing. A really deep heart opening to receive any energies here into your heart space. Come back on both of your hands. Bring your right leg up in three-legged dog. Then bend your knee. Bring your knee towards your chest. Step between your two hands. Turn the left foot parallel to the short end of your mat. And then lift yourself up into Warrior 2 position. In the Warrior 2, we want to move the energy again, not limiting ourselves by stagnant postures, rather moving and feeling the wildness within. Doing things a bit differently than usually, just being a little rebel here. Then bend your front knee, turn the back foot onto the toes and come into a twisted high lunge. Right arm comes back, left arm reaches up to the sky. Bring your arms and your back knee down to the mat. And then we go into the stretching, into the half split. So inhale, you open up to the front, and exhale, you extend your front leg. So you go into a deep stretch on the right side. And then bring your right foot onto the outside and let your knee fall to the side, so you go deeper into the hip opening here. Now we prepared our bodies for the splits. And for that I want you to only go as far as you can, as your body tells you to. Leave the ego aside. It's not about coming all the way down. It's about listening to what your body tells you and to honor that. Tune in with that sexy energy again that nurtures your inner wild feminine. You can, for example, twerk here, move, stay still. Like always, it's about how you feel the most empowered. Slowly come out of that posture. Back into downward facing dog. Reach your right leg all the way up to the sky. From here, try if you can do a one-legged chaturanga. If not, that's totally okay as well. Chaturanga down, upward facing dog. And then move your body back into downward facing dog. From here we switch the legs. This time reach your left leg up to the sky. Hold here. With the left leg up, try to come into the wild thing on the other side. Opening up your heart. Feeling strong and confident in that posture. I am open to receive. Bring both hands down on the mat again. Reach the leg up, all the way up. Then bend your knee, bring it towards your chest and step between your two hands in the front. Place your right foot sideways into Warrior 2 position. Come back up with your upper body. And also here, let that wild energy flow. front knee bent, turn the right foot onto the toes and come into a twisted high lunge. Left arm is back, right arm reaches up over our heads. Come back to the center, place your hands onto the mat, drop your right knee down. We go into the half split postures. For that, we open up to the front with an inhale, and with the exhale, we go into the stretch where we extend the left leg. Then let your knee fall to the left side, so you fall on the outside of your left foot and go deeper into the hip opening, preparing the body for the splits. From the side split as our base, we try to go as deep into the full split as possible. Also on that side, honor your body, honor your cycle, honor where you are at. It's really important to let the ego aside and only tune in what your body can do. Come out of your posture. Reach your left leg into three-legged dog, and then try if you can do a one-legged chaturanga on the other side. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, come back into downward facing dog. From the downward facing dog, we walk back with our hands to our feet. We stay here in a forward fold, and then we roll ourselves up into standing with a deep inhale. We want to connect with the earth element now. For that, we ground our right foot and bring the left knee up to our chest. Find your balance here. Interlace your arms and your legs as far as you can. Try to sit all the way down, bend your knees. Make sure your left arm is underneath the right arm, so right the opposite from your legs. Come out of that posture, lift your left leg up again to your chest and make a big step forward onto the mat. From here we turn our feet to one direction, turn your feet to the outside, and sit all the way down into your goddess posture. Here we want to keep the knees above our ankles. As always, you can stay still, just having the palms together with a lot of power in between, or you can move and let that energy flow and tune in to that feeling of being a goddess, because you are. Turn both of your legs to the front of your mat, then step forward. Then we go into the balance posture on the other side. For that, ground your left foot this time. Interlace your arms and your legs again. This time the right arm is underneath the left one. Bend your knees, come down as far as you can. Release here. Before we go into the still mountain posture, I want you to move, shake it off, flow a bit in the spinal waves, get that body moving. Then stand still here. The feet hip wide apart, grounded onto the mat, onto Mama Earth. The palms facing towards the front, opening up. You stand tall and proud, like a tree, like a mountain. Grounding yourself, grounding your energy, tuning in with your being. And then one last time, get rid of any stagnant energy. Bring your feet mat wide apart and sit all the way down into the Malasana squat. Pressing the palms on each other, feeling the great power between them. And remember once again, the power lies always in your hands. Release the posture and come into the center of your mat. Just do whatever movement you feel like doing here before we end our yoga practice. Bring the soles of your feet together into the Baddha Konasana, the butterfly. Another hip opening and really grounding for your feminine self. I am beautiful. I am divine. I am connected to the core of my root. Come into the easy seat and connect to your pelvic bowl again. Paying attention to how it feels like here in the space. You feel more empowered, more connected, more centered to your feminine self, where everything you create grows and blooms. You hold so much power here. Honor yourself. Honor that beautiful vessel you're in. Honor your womb. Tune in that wild feminine energy. What does the wild woman inside of you tells you? What rituals should you bring into your daily life? When do you feel the most creative, the most empowered? And what can you do to liberate yourself? Deep inhale, open up your arms and your heart. Make space here to receive. Reach your arms up, and with your exhale, bring your palms together and down to your heart. Take that moment to connect to your heartbeat and your breath, yourself. One last time, deep inhale, reach your arms up. This time, hands together. With your exhale, bring them down to your third eye center for positive thoughts. Down to your lips for words of kindness. And finally down to your heart for love, peace, and gratitude. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope that you feel more connected to your feminine self, and that you never ever apologize for being the radiant self that you are, the radiant wild woman.